Welcome to the Brothers of Destruction podcast, where we break down all the latest WWE action. From epic rivalries to shocking twists, we've got the full breakdown.
Ciao, everyone. Welcome to the Brothers of Destruction podcast with yours truly, Primetime, and my boy Flace. And I say ciao because we are reviewing Clash in Italy from this past weekend, WWE's first PLE in Italy itself, in Turin. How we doing, bro? We looking forward to reviewing it?
I am, because I thought it was a brilliant event. And I'm still quite... I don't know when this will probably come out tomorrow at some point, but at the time of recording, I've just finished watching Raw, so I'm sort of buzzing off of that as well, because it was an amazing Raw. I'm not going to give away any spoilers yet, because we're obviously going to do a show tomorrow on that. Once at a time to catch up and whatnot. But yeah, I'm buzzing about the WWE weekend. WWE's been excellent. From Friday night SmackDown, we're going to discuss AAA, particularly the El Grande match. We're going to
have to get into that.
El Grande. Clash in Italy is going to be our main topic, obviously. I'll sort of touch on Raw without giving away any spoilers.
Yeah, we'll get into Raw fully on the next episode. Obviously, both Clash in Italy and Raw in Italy. I've not seen Raw yet. I need to catch up with it. But Clash in Italy itself, the noise, they brought the noise like I thought they would. The first PLE they have, they didn't disappoint. They brought the atmosphere there from the off-go, from when Gunther came out to start off the show. Crowd was electric. Crowd was on fire.
How do you sing Brock Lesnar's theme? I mean, how do you sing Brock Lesnar's theme?
Yeah, I was going to mention that to you. Brock Lesnar's theme. They're singing along to it, doing the
that was wicked. I loved it. Trust me.
The crowd's hot enough. They can turn any theme into like a sing-along.
The crowds in Europe are like, it's just next level. Obviously, no disrespect to our North American friends, but obviously because they get it week in, week out. In Europe, we they come here once or twice a year, so it's that sort of buzz factor we get when they're here. If they're here every week, like North America, it might not be quite the same, but because when they come here, we just it's mad.
I feel like crowds in general, like, I don't know, like European crowds are different. They're quite creative in their chants. Not saying North America aren't, but I feel like in Europe, they're quite creative with the chants. I'm hoping it's going to be fire atmosphere like that for when Raw come to London on the 22nd of June, this month now, a few weeks away. Literally
3 weeks?
Literally 3 weeks away, yeah. And I'm going to that. Your boy's going to that. Checking out Raw live. The other one's got kids to look after. Bit of a shame, but...
Yeah, it is a shame.
Family comes first.
Go there and have fun for me.
Oh, yeah. That'll be a good one to review. So I'm looking forward to that. Before we get into Clash in Italy, though, we had another event the night before, and that was AAA event. Me and Flace haven't watched it, haven't been watching it, but we've been keeping up, seeing what's going on. Undertaker's running things behind the scenes. Seems like it's doing really well. We've had a few new champions there. Vikingo winning a title, Rey Fenix, and also the Viking Raiders as well. So a few title changes, but we have to touch on a classic and match of the year contender already. Well, this early on, El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano.
Oh, listen, we had Reigns Punk, which looked a shoo-in to be match of the year, even so early in the year. But this might have topped it. It was one of them matches that, whether you're a purist like you, myself, or whether you're looking to get someone into wrestling, you say, right, watch this match. Because there are differences. You get some matches for the purists, and the casuals, let's say, ain't going to enjoy it. You get some matches that the casuals will love, and as a purist, you're thinking, that's nonsense. This, whether you're a casual who's getting into it early, or whether you're a purist, you would have loved this. It was an all-time classic. It's definitely will be a contender for match of the year. At worst, I can guarantee it will be
5. It could be
3.
in WWE.
It was the spots, the storytelling, the drama, the near pinfalls. It was a masterpiece. It was a wrestling masterpiece.
You know, as well, the atmosphere for it as well. We talk about the atmosphere for Clash in Italy.
Yeah.
The atmosphere, they're hot. And the new El Grande Marcano, who won, who's now the sole El Grande, he came out like a superstar. The way he walked out, the way the crowd's getting behind him. And, you know, we'll touch up on it as well. It's, as people say, it's a German pretending to be an American who's playing a luchador, being a luchador, and the crowd eats it up. We all know who it is. The big reveal, because he lost his match and lost the mask as well, is Chad Gable.
I suppose we all
Chad,
knew
what a shock.
Yeah.
We know, yeah, but we all played along with it. But it was great to see him take it off, get a reaction, crowd shouting "Thank you, Gable" as well. You know, get a monster reaction like that for both of them as well. I think both of them deserved it.
But both
how
of
they
them
played.
But you know what?
Not just the match, but how they play the characters.
I was especially pleased for Chad Gable because I think he's been underused. We've had conversations, like private conversations, talking about wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Both of us massive fans of Chad Gable. I've been saying for years, he's a modern day Kurt Angle. I think he's been underused, underutilized, underappreciated. For me, this guy, in terms of purely in ring, he might be the best on the roster.
Yeah.
I know there's Gunther, there's Punk, there's Seth, Cody. Chad Gable is certainly top 3. Obviously, you got
and
Chad Gable is certainly top 3. Sorry, guys.
And you know, when you're matching him up with those guys, so I was going to say, when you match up with them guys, a lot of those guys have been main event spots as well, when they've been given, you know, loads of time with their match, things like that to tell a story. Chad Gable's a lot of times been given maybe shorter matches or even short matches, and he's
made it work.
Watch how he is. He's not been put in that position a lot to get a long match like a lot of the other top guys have. So,
which is a travesty, to be honest. It's a travesty. For me, I want to see him in the main event picture when he comes back, sort of WWE. I want to see him in the main event picture. Now, this doesn't mean he's got to win a world title and be a dominant champion, but I want to see him in there with Roman Reigns, with Cody Rhodes, Seth, Gunther,
those guys,
Punk, those guys. Yeah, he deserves to be in the ring. He's equal, at worst, he's equal to any of those guys. He's a wrestling genius, in my opinion.
I know this respect to those guys, but I think Chad Gable's someone who will bring out maybe a bit of the best in some of them as well, bring out even more out of them.
I agree.
He's brilliant.
I'd love to see him and Seth in maybe like a number one contenders match, or so, a match with real jeopardy in there. I think those two would just make magic together.
Oh, definitely, yeah, that'll be a banger match. I hope they do that
even
before
against Cody. I think he'll bring out the best from Cody, because as much as like I love Cody Rhodes, I think he can be a little bit inconsistent with his performances. I don't think when he's on it, he's on it. But there's times where I think, are you giving your all with Cody? And I don't mean no disrespect like that.
He's a busy man as well.
Fan. He's a busy man, yeah. And I'm thinking, he's got another gear or two to go up. And I think Chad Gable will bring out that extra gear or two in a Cody Rhodes. I think Chad Gable, Roman Reigns, will tell a tremendous story in there together. Obviously, we've seen Chad Gunther. We saw that rivalry a few years back, the matches they had.
Run it back.
Listen, this guy, CM Punk, Chad Gable. Oh, let's have that. For me, let's have that. There's so much things you could do from at that level. That's not even thrown in there some of the younger guys like Jacob, Ron, etc.
Javon Evans,
if you want to throw me there with Javon Evans.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, I just want to see Chad Gable get his run in the main event scene, which means years overdue.
Yeah. Hopefully we see that soon at some point. Now that he's taken off the mask, he can be himself. Yes. You got that big match there against the El Grande Americano, big reaction. we'll see if there's any plans for him at all. But there must be some sort of plans for him.
If they can't figure out plans for him, because he's not just an in-ring wrestler. He can cut a promo. He's got the look. Yeah, he's not the tallest guy, but he's got a good physique, stocky, can obviously wrestle. He's good on the mic. He can do comedy. He can do comedy. He can do a bit like that. And something more serious. So he's very similar to
like the Angle.
If they can't figure out what to do with him, shut the place down and start him, because for me,
we've seen them.
You can almost build a company around.
Yeah, we've seen them like sort of drop the ball with a few talent. Hopefully, they don't drop
we have, but they can't. No way.
We'll see what brings. Hopefully, it's a good future for Chad Gable now that he's back. So again, big up both of them.
Big up both of them. Yeah, big up both of them.
WWE now, Clash in Italy. So it kicked off the first hour on ESPN with Cody Rhodes against Gunther, and it's going to sound negative how I start off, but what I will say the issue is with the first hour be on ESPN, there's always going to be, even if the first two matches aren't short as such, you always know it's going to end not quick, but you know it's not going to go on too long. And maybe that's a bit of the issue with Cody and Gunther, because it was picking up a bit and I expected more from it. Not because of the talent in the ring, but I think you only give them 11, 12 minutes. I think, that's a bit.
I was with you. I'm with you. It's almost like it ended as it was picking up.
Yeah.
And that was disappointing. I do think if they run it back, which they probably will, and they're given decent amount of time, I think we could see a very, very good match with those.
I think it's partly because the ESPN thing as well, the first hour. But I also think it's partly as well because just the first match, and they might have another match down the line. They will do. They might have another 2 matches down the line. I still think you could have given them, even if you gave them 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, believe it or not, could make that difference there.
Yeah, 5 minutes is a long time in the ring. Yeah, 5 minutes is a long time.
Yeah, like I've been in the ring. Like, not to say I'm experienced. I'm not anywhere near experienced those guys. But 5 minutes can feel like a long time in the ring, depending on what you do in it as well, depending on what pace you're going at. So they run it back. It was a good match still. It's a good match. Again, expect a bit more, but it was a good match nevertheless. Cody beat Gunther, although his foot was on the rope. And this is why I say there will definitely be a rematch. And even Cody came out and said he'll get a rematch.
They'll run it back. They'll run it back. Listen, it was an okay match. I thought, again, started off slowly. It was picking up and then boom, it came to an end. And I saw there's quite a bit of criticism online of the actual match quality, the ending of the match, the decision not to put Gunther over.
I don't think he needs to win the title straight away. Don't have him just win the title.
I wasn't necessarily. If he won, he won. But I wouldn't look at it as disappointing that he didn't win. Yeah. The ending for me made sense because, again, it wasn't a clean win by Cody. Gunther came out of it looking strong. He was dominant for most of the match.
I know the crowd wasn't too happy behind the finish by the sounds of it. I don't know if how you heard it on your side. On my side, it didn't sound like
they weren't, because the crowds like a sort of a definitive finish usually. And obviously there's a bit of controversy around it.
And maybe it ended abruptly as well, I think.
I think that was maybe, that might even be a bigger issue. But look, both guys I thought came out of it looking pretty strong. Gunther especially, like I said, he was dominant for most of the match and he got robbed, let's say.
Yeah, he got robbed. Yeah, he got.
So they'll run it back, no problem. So it was, it was an okay match, which could and should have been better, but he needed more time.
Needed more time, definitely. I'll give it an 8 still, because I think for the time they did get, it was, you saw what them two could do in future. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10 still.
I'll give it a 7. I'm a little harsh on my ratings. We've done this before. My ratings are a little harsher than yours, but generally.
Yeah, I'll still give it an 8 because I think, there was still excitement in that match as well. So, and you told a good story. I'll tell you one match, and it wasn't a fluke for Mania, and this match was even better. This rematch was even better. Jade Cargill against Rhea Ripley. Now, I don't know if it's just the chemistry they have behind them. don't know if it is Jade Cargill is getting better in the ring, and you have to start giving her credit now. But these two had an even better match than the Mania match, to be fair. You got to give them more time in the Mania match. But this is a good rematch. I enjoyed this match.
Without saying I told you so, I told you so. Or did I tell you about Jade weeks ago?
No, I did say, she's getting better in the ring.
Better and better. Yeah. And that's why I thought she lost the title at the wrong time. But she's getting better and better in the ring. These two have good chemistry. So both things are true. They have good chemistry. I think Rhea brings out the best in her, but Jade in herself is getting better. I thought it was the match, as a wrestling match, I thought it was the match of the night. I thought in terms of sort of pure entertainment and carnage, then Brock Oba was the one, but we'll get onto that. As wrestling match, I thought Jade Rhea was the best wrestling match of the night.
There was some good reversals in there, some good spots in there between them.
Yeah.
Look legit like they are fighting each other as well. Sometimes when you watch a match, it can maybe look a bit too choreographed or too spot. This wasn't like legit, like full on fight, but you could see look like they was hitting each other hard as well in there.
Yeah,
so I like the dynamic between them two as well. So I wouldn't even mind seeing a third match if they wanted to do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd love to see a third match.
Yeah,
I'd love to.
Because I enjoyed it. I don't know if the third match will be better than the last two, but I'm enjoying them two in the ring with each other.
Yeah, I'd wait a little bit and maybe feel to a third match. But as much as Jade's getting better, and Jade, because of the Jamaican descent thing, whatever, Jade's my girl. And I've got a bias towards Jade. I'll be real. I'll be honest. But Rhea, and again, online, social media, keyboard warriors, with the weight loss, there was a bit of criticism there. Oh, why she looks so much great shit? I actually think she's improved in the ring because of the weight loss. She's a bit more mobile, that bit quicker, that bit more agile. I think actually it's helped improve her in the ring.
Yeah, I don't know because I think she said something about eating disorder, but I don't know if it's the back pain as well she had. I think she had back pain. So
she did.
Speculation, I think, but
she did. But, for whatever reason it is, I think it's actually helped her in the ring. To be honest, she doesn't look as physically dominant as she used to, obviously, but in terms of in performances, and listen, it might also give her more longevity in the ring. I think it's.
I think she still looks imposing anyway because she has got that height as well and just a frame.
She does. She does, but obviously she's not going to look quite as imposing as she did when she was heavily muscled. But like I said, for whatever reason it is, I think it's actually helped her in the ring and she's gone up a couple levels.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd give this match. I'm gonna push it 8.5. I'm gonna give it 8.25.
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go 9.
A 9. Oh wow, strong.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, man.
I think it was somewhere between 8.5 and a 9, and it's probably quite closer to a 9. So I'm not going to do the 8.6, 8.8 nonsense. So I'm just going to go 9, round up at 9.
Round up at 9, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. They had a really good match. Rhea Ripley retained against Jade Cargill. We'll see if that's the end of the feud there or potentially not. I think Rhea's next feud could be for the title anyway. Whoever wins Queen of the Ring, which, guys, just to make note of, King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring will start this Monday on Raw with the tournament. It'll start off with the Fatal 4-Way matches in the first round. Tune in. I'll let you guys have a look online. There is some interesting matchups.
At the time of recording, we've seen Raw, so it's actually started already.
We have seen, so it has happened already. It has started on Raw, so if you've not watched it yet, tune in to watch, see who's in the Fatal 4-Way matches. And I'm looking forward to watching it all and seeing who wins. Carrying on with Clash in Italy now. So the big rematch now. The big rematch. Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. I think we was all looking forward to his rematch. Obviously, he was a bit shocked. Lesnar came out of retirement. I'm doing air quotes, but maybe he was. Maybe they got him back in. We'll probably never know. But Brock Lesnar's back, and he got the win back against Oba Femi. He still put him over really strong in the match. He put him over, even though he beat him in the match. I always say this as well. You can put someone over without having to lose to them. And Brock still put him over strongly. It took 7 F5s for Brock to beat Oba Femi, including one through the announce table.
Listen, match,
he looked strong at the end of the match.
It was, yeah, both guys looked
definitely better than
Mania match. Monsters. Like Mania match, I didn't think was bad, but this was just, this is what it should be with these two. It was brutal, it was explosive, it was carnage, it was chaos, it was dangerous. It was just brilliant. For me, it was brilliant. Both guys looked like monsters. Again,
it was the sight for me, Oba Femi holding up Lesnar and chucking him across the ring. Like, damn.
Listen, and when you watch Raw as well, he did something similar to someone as well, but which was brilliant. But sticking to this match with Lesnar, for me, it was, like I said, Jade Rhea was for me, was the best wrestling match on the card. But my favorite match was probably this one.
In terms of excitement.
In terms of excitement and what it should be. And the way that both guys came out of it looking like monsters. As you said, 7 F5s, to including one through the table, to beat Oba Femi. Brock Lesnar, for me,
it's the most exciting match, definitely, I'd say.
What's that?
It was the most exciting match, definitely, I'd say.
Yeah, it was definitely exciting.
Even if you don't say it's the best match, it was probably the most exciting match.
It was the most exciting match. I thought that was Brock Lesnar's best performance in years. Also showed like why you retiring. Like, for me, you're retiring too soon. But let's say he's going to end up retiring this year. He's still retiring when he's on top, when he's on a high. I'll give him that. But he's got plenty.
On the high, potentially putting someone over.
So, yeah. But for me, he's got plenty left in the tank. Oba still looked like a monster, to be fair. Brock obviously had to jump in at the beginning. He capitalized on jumping in by giving him the 4 F5s, and there was the table, and this was everything it should be between these two.
No, I'm excited I'm glad Lesnar won the way, because it gives a reason for the third match, and I do want to see the third match, and they have to do the third match now. Now, if Oba beating Lesnar again, there would have been no reason, even if Lesnar won the third match. You're not excited for it. Where it's 1-on-1 between them now. You need to see the third match. I don't know whether that happens at Saudi or they might wait till SummerSlam to do it. And
you know what? I think it's also good that Oba's lost, especially in the fashion he lost, because when you're unbeaten, it makes things a bit too predictable, and it boxes you into a corner.
I was going to say, books into a corner. Sometimes it kind of hinders people as well. Like, Ryback had the unbeaten streak years ago. Obviously, it depends on the wrestler and the character as well. But Ryback had the unbeaten streak, years ago, and he lost. And there's a bit of a weak way to lose as well. So I think as well, if you have someone, similar with Goldberg, how Goldberg lost. He was still strong after that, but it was stupid way he lost. So I think as well, if you have someone go unbeaten for so long, you need to have a clever way of them losing as well, and that's quite hard sometimes. I think there's always be criticism, whereas Oba Femi losing here but looking strong, you'll still get criticism anyway, because wrestling fans sometimes. But you look strong losing. You look strong losing. So
he looks strong. He's shown that yes, he is beatable, but you've got to do a lot of damage to beat this guy. And there's going to be only a certain type of person that can beat this guy. I think that's what we got out of it. Yeah, he can be beaten, but you've got to do a lot of damage to keep this guy down. And it's just going to be only a certain person that's going to be able to beat this guy. So
you say that. He has been beaten 3 times though, not to kill us or anything. Guess the other 2 that is
my NXT.
From NXT, yeah.
NXT. Yeah, but
Tony D'Angelo and Ricky Saints, which, for them to probably do them.
I know Ricky Saints.
They pinned him, yeah. Yeah.
They'll probably touch on that later down the line as well. I could see them touching on that later down the line, because I doubt him and Saints will avoid each other for that long. They'll buck up at some point because of the fact Saints beating him.
Yeah, they can definitely play that into a story. Even
Yeah.
Tony D'Angelo gets called up. So I'm going to give this match 8.5. Short and sweet, but I was excited.
I'm going to give this one another 9. I'm feeling generous for this. I'm going to give this one another 9.
Now, I'm rubbing off on you, innit?
Yeah, I'm going soft. I'm going soft in my old age. But yeah. For me, because I just loved it. I thought, and the crowd as well. A crowd don't help make a match, and the crowd was well behind this. Yeah, I'm gonna give it another 9.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Shout out as well to some of the wrestlers out in the crowd as well watching Clash in Italy, including Santino Marella, who was there.
He got a huge pop.
Italian, got a great pop. Tonali was there as well from Newcastle. Just a random one in there that surprised me. Going to the next match, she did it. There we had the title change. So Ruca ended up beating the man Becky Lynch, and she got a big title win, the Intercontinental title, and also technically the first black wrestler to win the women's Intercontinental title. She is black, people. Just look it up.
Or mixed. Technically mixed. I think her dad's mixed race, her mum's white. So technically mixed, but yeah, no.
We'll claim her. We'll claim her.
Yeah, yeah. Until she loses the belt, yeah. Then she's
exactly. Yeah.
But listen, I'm happy for her. I didn't think she'd win it yet. I thought they might believe it was too soon. But yeah, listen, I'm really happy for her. I think she will hold it with distinction. I think the comparisons to Lita are pretty accurate, but I think she's even more athletic than Lita.
Yeah. I definitely see the comparisons there. Michael Cole mentioned it. I'm like, that was an interesting comparison there. Like, not a lot of recent women, I think, over the years have been compared to Lita. A lot of the few of them might be compared to like a Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
But not that many compared to Lita. So, shout out to Lita as well. Legend in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
From that point, she's very unique. I look forward to seeing what they do with her. But the book has got to be right as well. It's not just about her and how she carries it. She's got to be booked correctly. Especially, to be honest, she's still quite green to this. I think they've got to, say protect her, but they've got to guide her with booking. Maybe some wrestlers, you can have bad booking, but because of your experience, your know-how, etc., you can sort of navigate your way through the crappy booking and still have a half-decent run. I think with Ruca, she's still quite young, she's still quite green to this. So the booking's got to be on point. But I'm looking forward to her because I think she could do big things.
Yeah.
And you know what? Big up to Becky.
Get her working with some experienced ladies in there as well. Back up Becky as well, putting her over.
Yeah, because
get So Ruca working with some experienced heads in there. Yeah, like Lyra Valkyria in there, or Natty Nighthawk, or Natalia in there as well.
Who did you say? Who's the first name you said? Who's the first name you said?
Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria.
We'll catch up after Raw. That's all I'll say to that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Funny you should mention that name.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay, we'll see after Raw. Don't say too much.
Yeah, nothing serious happened. So I'm not giving away any spoilers, but just interesting. That was the first name that came out. But yeah, listen, I'm looking forward. I said I put her in some experienced women. I think she'll be fine. Like I said, make sure the booking is correct. She will run with this belt.
I think she can have a good run. And the match I actually enjoyed as well. I'm going to give it 8.8 as well. Same as the Rhea. Jade.
I'm going to give this one. I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought there's some good spots in there. 1 or 2 scary spots for high flying style, but there's some good spots in this match. I quite enjoyed.
The surprise factor as well felt with it. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I was thinking her, but then I heard she had a few nagging injuries in there.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah. So, but she won, so I'm happy. I'm happy with that as well. Big win.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations to Ruca.
Yep.
Now this leads into the main event now, because whenever we mention injuries, Jake Fatu was reported as having picked up an injury from a live event the other day, and he was touch and go. Apparently, talk about replacing him in that match or having a backup plan, but he was cleared for the match. He had Roman Reigns in tribal combat for the heavyweight title. And I have to say, I was quite entertained by this as well. Still, like, I enjoyed it. It was a great match still between them.
Yeah, listen. Yes, you know what I think about match of the night. No, it wasn't match of the night, but no, it was good.
It was.
Yeah. No, it was a wicked match. Roman Reigns for me in the ring right now, killing it.
It was chaotic. Yeah, it was chaotic, which I liked about it. It's just chaos. That's what you want. Just a pull up brawl.
There's still
some good storytelling in there.
Yeah. Put some good spots in there. Listen, Roman Reigns in the ring at the moment. Trust me, he's killing it. We talk about the best performers. Right now, he's one of the best in-ring performers. No, he's not got the flashy moves. He's not the best technical in-ring performer, but his storytelling is on another level. Psychology is on another level to most that's probably ever seen in the ring. Most that I've definitely seen 30 odd years.
Even when you start talking shit to the other wrestler in the ring, like, I'm always entertained by it because you don't know what he's going to come out with and say. Like, some of the stuff he comes out with is entertaining, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
Listen, he's on fire at the moment. And the whole match, Jacob didn't look like he was carrying anything significant, to be honest. Maybe there is some niggling.
Yeah, he was fine out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Credit to performers, man. They do have injuries. Credit to performers.
If he is carrying anything significant, then he hit it really, really well, to be honest. And he's a soldier. Because, he put in a performance and a half. And I'm quite interested to see. Obviously, things have happened on Raw. I'm not going to go into because I don't want to spoil it for yourself or maybe to others that's listening that's not watched it yet. But obviously, things have happened on Raw. So I'm quite interested to see something someone mentioned to me. Again, we'll discuss this tomorrow, but they mentioned something to me and I thought, okay, maybe that's where they're going to go with it. Again, we'll go deeper into that tomorrow, but I'm thinking, where are they going to go with it? Because Jacob, it's not really within his character to be tamed.
To serve Roman. It's like Roman's making him serve him.
Like Roman Reigns. It's not really within his character. But if someone said something to me, I thought, do you know what? Maybe that's a shout. But we'll go deeper into that once we discuss Raw tomorrow night.
Because you had Solo Sikoa there watching as well, the MFTs, and you're kind of thinking,
that was quite
interesting. Be another bloodline feud in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Which, if they make it interesting, because I feel like you have seen it before, but it might be a different dynamic with Jacob Fatu potentially in the middle. They might tease him siding with Solo, and he might not. Just don't know. But I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm interested.
Again, there's been criticism, bloodline storyline again, etc. But hey, listen, the bloodline storyline, it makes money.
It draws in views. It draws in views.
It makes money. These guys are all still in their prime. It's not like they're all washed and they're digging them back out over time. These guys are still in their prime. Like I said, you've got Jacob now adding a whole load of fuel to the fire.
He adds to it as well, you know.
So there is still a bit of freshness there. So listen, I'm quite interested.
Depends which direction, how they take the right direction in as well.
Again, that goes back.
If take it in a different direction than we've seen before, then fair enough. I'm going to give this match a 9.
Okay, I'm going to give this 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. Awesome. All right. Very solid, entertaining Clash in Italy, guys, and we'll see you on our next episode for Monday Night Raw. Take care, guys.
I can't wait to discuss Raw. It was a wicked episode.
Thank you for watching the Brothers of Destruction podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and look out for our question of the week.